Melon, meloncollieflaur です。Hello everyone, I am meloncollieflaur. And you know what today is? Yep. ごめんメロン。It's Watermelon Wednesday. スイカ水曜日だよ。懐かしいメロン。We've made it to the middle of the week once again. Just a few more days until the weekend. And for those of you who are, I guess, a part of the US, happy early Thanksgiving or Thanksgiving Eve, I suppose. おはようございます。こんにちは。こんばんは。私はメロンコリーフラワーです。今日の配信はスイカゲームだよ。さあ、行きましょうメロン。おはようございます。お元気ですか？朝ごはんを食べた？Oh. Hi Melon, how are you? Hello Bob. Hi Melon, hope you're doing well today. Oh, I gotta fix my text box. Or chat box, I guess. Hello Milo, Melon. Hope you're doing well today. Okay. But I'm doing well. I'm doing pretty good. Doing good. Just house sitting and dog sitting at the same time. I can take care of myself. At least I think so. Anyway. I hope everyone's doing well though. Oh. You think so? Oh, I know, so... I'd like to think I'm independent anyway. But I guess that's neither here nor there, huh? Well, that too, but I mean, I'm literally dog sitting. Oh, why are you sitting on dogs? Is that legal? I didn't know that was a thing. And not a bannable offense from the world. Oh. I wonder what high score we'll get today. Who knows? What has everyone been up to this week? I know technically the week just started, but when you're in the middle of the week, it just begins and just ends at the same time. So. Ohayou gozaimasu. Oh. Say. Ohayou gozaimasu. Konbanwa. O genki desu ka? Oh. Oh. Natsumi desu ka? While house sitting and dog sitting, I've tried my hand at drawing using my sister's iPad. Very different from a drawing tablet. Oh, absolutely. I can only assume it's based on the pen as well, right? Oh. Oh. Pickle palm. Oh. Pineapple. Grape. Oh. Also, how's the weather for you guys? A few days ago it got kind of rainy, but it's just been kind of warm for winter. For some reason. It feels less like drawing and more like gliding, if that makes sense. Oh, I see. I think I know what you mean. It's probably because of the stylus as well. Then again, I'm not sure what type of drawing tablet you usually use. If you have one that's kind of like a pencil, then I can understand. The iPad is definitely more like gliding, yeah. I would assume so. Bingo. Okay. Pick up on grape. Strawberry. Persimmon. Oh. I use an XP pen drawing tablet screen normally. The iPad most likely feels that way because of the screen protector. Oh, okay. Sometimes screen protectors make it a little bumpy, but I can only assume that you're using like more of a glass screen protector, which does feel more like gliding. But it is an iPad, so I can only assume that it's a glass protector. Yeah, okay. Makes sense. Naruhodo, Melon. Oh. And I'm pretty sure it's hard to get used to. Melon. Especially if you're used to drawing on paper as well. If people still draw on paper, I'm not sure. I feel like that's kind of more of a lost art. Because, digital drawing makes it where you can actually clean up your mistakes a lot better. Oh. Cherry, strawberry, grape, decapon. Strawberry, decapon. Oh. Okay. Cherry, strawberry, strawberry. Oh. started on traditional, but it's kind of an annoying feeling on the hands. Really? Are you left-handed or right-handed? Because that experience can be different as well. Right-handed? Okay, okay. Interesting. A long time ago I tried to draw. I used a... like one of the first bamboo tablets that existed. So it wasn't a screen tablet. So you had to have hand-eye coordination basically. It was basically like a mouse. So 1597 1597 Okay. Why did I do that? Anyway, cherry, persimmon. I know what you mean. I hate those, but definitely see the benefits. Cheaper and helps with coordination. It does help with coordination, especially transitioning from paper to that. Plus, you have to understand that if it's the original, that means it was a long time ago as well. Which means that the screen tablets weren't as common if they existed yet at all, actually. But yeah, basically it worked with what I had. And I didn't use any fancy programs. Technically I had Manga Art Studio 4, I think. But even then, I think I was still using MS Paint. So I was very basic at the time as well. But I guess it's not really the medium, but how you use it, right? Oh. Nice. Cherry. Persimmon. Grape. Cherry. Persimmon. Alright. And then decapone, grape, decapone, strawberry, decapone, persimmon, grape. Okay. Strawberry, cherry, grape, whoops, cherry. Not enough, okay. Is anyone excited for any games that come out next month? Maybe? I don't really keep track of what's coming out lately. Not sure why. So I'm curious to see if anyone is excited for anything. Air Riders came out. Air Riders did come out, didn't it? Do you guys like it? It looks really good. Oh. I was never good at racing. And I never did play the first one. Haven't gotten it? Oh. Huh. It seems pretty extensive though. Oh. Seems like that game and the Sonic racing game that came out are pretty good. Or had high or good reception, I think. So I wanted to get Kirby Air Riders, but it's Switch 2. I want it. I'm gonna have to drop big bucks on the 2. That's true. Then again, maybe people are willing to sell their Switch 2s. Because we all remember the controversy that happened a few months ago. So like, this means that there are some people who probably weren't happy with the Switch 2, so they're probably selling it as well. That, or there is a surplus and maybe it doesn't cost as much as it did at launch. Kind of like how when the 3DS first launched, it was too pricey, so then that's why the ambassador program existed. Or happened. So who knows? Melon. The amiibos for Air Riders also came out. Oh, I can only assume so, right? If the game came out, then that means the amiibos came out around the same time, yeah? And I think those are also very extensive and like shape-shifting, I think. I'm not sure what word to use there. Where you can exchange the riders and stuff, I think. Huh. Rape. Rape. Okay. DD, Meta Knight, and the Chief. Oh. Oh, Chef. Skylanders amiibos. That's what I was thinking too. I was thinking Skylanders, yeah. I guess Skylanders are making a comeback in this way. Spiritually. This is also probably one of the few times where Sakurai has made a game, like a Kirby game, that didn't come out like really late on a system. Unless you want to say that, well no, Air Riders is Switch 2 specific, isn't it? So yeah, this is probably one of the few where Kirby came out early in the console cycle, I guess. Kirby 3 on a Super Nintendo, anyone? What about it? Strawberry, Decapon, Grape, Strawberry, 1997. What about it? Strawberry, Decapon, Cherry. What? Cherry, persimmon, strawberry, Decapon. Wow. Late in the Super Nintendo line. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Milo. That's why I said this is the first time that a Kirby game came out within the beginning of the cycle. Sakurai is known for releasing Kirby games late in the cycle. That's what I was saying. Decapon, Strawberry. Then again, maybe I wasn't too clear, so I apologize for that. Strawberry, Cherry, Grape. Strawberry, Grape, Grape. Decapon, Cherry. Nice. Grape, Strawberry. Wow. Cherry. Wow. Okay. Wow. Suika. Ah! I knew that was gonna happen though. 2292. 2290 ni. Mashed Potato Samurai. Love his games. Mashed Potato Samurai? I've never heard that before. It's like Genius Kajumbo. Hideo Kojima. Or something like that, right? What? The many different funny names that we come up with for these developers for some reason. Huh. Strawberry, cherry. Grape. Cherry. Mr. Kojima is gonna scan more feet. Completely optional. Is that a thing? Is Kojima into feet or something? Now I'm learning things. Then again, I'm always learning things, right? This is what these streams are all about. It's about you guys teaching me about things, or teaching me new things that have been happening over the week, I guess. Because I don't know much. It's been a running joke that for no reason he just puts too much details into feet. Oh, I didn't know that. I've heard about like random photos and snapshots and stuff, but I never knew about that. Interesting. 面白いメロン。いちご、デカポン、デカポン、いちご、デカポン、デカポン、ぶどう、桜サンボ、ぶどう、ぶどう、味。Okay. So that's not bad. I guess we haven't really heard much on SUIKA World either, or whatever it's called. What is it called? The space game? Learning the fruits with Kali? Yeah, kind of. Except I'm not sure if I was right about the persimmon. I don't know if it's Kaji or Kagi. I think it is Kaji. Pretty sure. Because the game doesn't tell you the names. It just shows the circle. It shows online. It tells you online. But it doesn't tell you in the game. Super SUIKA Galaxy. With your host, Super SUIKA, I don't know. Dekapon, Dekapon, Kaji, Ichigo, Ichigo, Sakura Sambo. I'm glad that they released this song though. I like the song a lot. It's just a really nice vibe. Ichigo. Nice. What? Okay. Wah! 1050. Sengoju. Do we know if there are rumors of a PlayStation 6? Because ever since I heard about like the PS Pro thing, it then made me wonder if there was a 6 in the works, and if so, I wonder what they will be working on. It feels like it would be too early for one since a Pro would be coming out, right? But I'm not sure. There's always rumors. I guess that's fair. I'm just curious, I guess. Because, like, to me it doesn't make sense to try to advertise a PS6 if you are trying to sell the PS5 Pro. To me, the PS5 Pro will always be a joke. Just because no one has justified buying one. Interestingly enough. Mm. 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 Okay. Pickleban, strawberry, budo. Okay. But yeah, I'm just curious. Oh, nice. Pickleban, strawberry, pickleban, cherry. Nice. Okay. Grape, strawberry, cherry, pickleban, okay. Pickleban, grape, persimmon. Wow. Pickleban, cherry. Strawberry. Okay. Cherry. Oh. Nice. Cherry. Not quite. There we go. Okay. Strawberry. Grape. Strawberry. Cherry. Oh. Okay. Nice. Cherry, strawberry, pickleban. Nice. Grape, pickleban, cherry. Melon. Okay. Grape, cherry, persimmon. Cherry, strawberry. Oh. Grape, pickleban, strawberry. Cherry. Oh. Nice. Okay. Cherry, grape. Strawberry. Oh. Okay. The fruits are too big. 1783. 1783. Dekopon, Budo, Dekopon, Haji, Dekopon, Sakura Sambo, Ichigo, Haji, Ichigo, Ichigo, Sakura Sambo, Budo, Ichigo, Haji. Wow. Strawberry. Cherry. Oh, nice. Picklepon, Picklepon, Strawberry, Picklepon. Oh. I guess here's a question. What is everyone's favorite controller or controller type, I guess? In a world where we now basically have converters to use whatever we want on whatever, what type of controller is your favorite? Or controller type scheme, I guess. Oh. Dekopon, Dekopon, Strawberry, Strawberry, Strawberry. What? Strawberry. Grape. Oh. Cherry. I'm a fan of the layout for Switch controllers, but playing Dragon Quest kind of got me used to PlayStation. Oh, okay. So when you say Switch controllers, do you mean like the Joy-Cons, or do you mean the Pro controller? If I recall correctly, I think a lot of times with PlayStation RPGs, is it the circle button that's confirmed or no? I don't remember, it's been a while. Just how the layout for the buttons are in general, or the layout is in general. Joy-Cons are fine with me, but Pro controllers feel better. Okay. Naruhodo. Circle is B cancel. Oh, circle is cancel. Okay. So cross is confirmed then. That is interesting. For cancel to be all the way on the left. Like that. Cross is confirmed. Okay. So what is triangle usually then? Or does that just vary? Strawberry, cherry, strawberry. Grape. Grape. Picklepon. Grape. Melon. Very nice. Okay. Triangle varies, but I want to say squares for maps, and triangle is usually the additional button option. Okay. Yeah, that's really interesting. Unless I'm getting it backwards. Is square on the left or the right? It's on the... Is it on the right? It's been so long since I played PlayStation. Oh. Okay. Square is... Oh. Oh, square is on the left then. Hmm. Oh. Okay, so square's on the left. Okay, so so I got square and circle mixed up then. It does make more sense for cancel, I guess, to be on that side then. Maybe. I don't know. I guess it could be like the like the Sega controllers with the 6 buttons on the right. Circles on the right, yeah. Cause you said circle is cancel, so yeah. Mm-hmm. めっちゃ面白いメロン。あ。Okay. Well, I know there's one thing that was talked about recently, and it's the Steam stuff. With like the headset and the little console that they came out with that works as like a standalone that doesn't really require a huge PC or anything like that, I think. Oh, 2 Melon. Interesting. Grape. Cherry. Strawberry. Oh. Grape. Okay. Cherry. $22.38. 2238. Okay. Cherry, pickle, grape, strawberry, grape, strawberry, nice. Grape, strawberry. Decopon. Oh. Grape. Cherry. Decopon. Cherry. Ba. Okay. Strawberry. Nice. Grape. Cherry. Strawberry, cherry. Oh. Not bad, Melon. I've been playing with the dogs. I'm house sitting, so I've been a little distracted. No, you said before. I know. Cherry. I am in the background. It is fine. Cherry, cherry. Decapon, decapon. Strawberry. Grape, grape. Decapon. Oh. You were playing fighting just now? With a little vtuber? Oh. Oh, that's not good. Strawberry, cherry, grape. Okay. Nice. Whoa. Cherry, cherry, strawberry, grape, strawberry. Man, I really remember when people made this game very interesting. Or the reactions were very interesting. I still can't believe how popular this game had become at the time, though. Never would have thought it would have happened. Wow. 1396. 1396. strawberry. ADHD or maybe OCD game got everyone hooked? I guess so. Anything that's like colorful and multi-shaped that fits like a puzzle, I think. And it does require some sort of strategy or thinking based on size of the fruit. And understanding the circle of evolution as well. No matter where the fruit are, just making sure that the next one works with the other. Kinda reminds me of those sensory fruit videos a little. I've heard about those. I heard that apparently they're really good for people who have ADHD. I think. Or it keeps people calm, I guess? I'm not entirely sure. Maybe keeps babies from crying as well. I wouldn't know, but maybe I should try watching one. Dancing fruit. Maybe. Imagine if someone just had that for their streams instead of Subway Surfers. Oh. Cherry, cherry. Jingle, jingle, jingle. Yeah, exactly. That is so weird to think about, too. Jingle keys to keep the attention of someone. Times really have changed. It feels like, anyway. Because you would think, you know, you would use something like that or a bell or something to get your pet to, you know, come near you or to come eat or come play with you and stuff like that. But now, it does feel like people have become trained on those things too, which I feel like can be a little concerning. In an unironic kind of way. Melon, what's your overfixation at the moment, if any? Do I have one, I wonder? Overfixation. That is a good question, actually. What can I say? That is making me think. You would think that it would be something that's very, that I would just know off the bat, but I guess it also lets you know that I don't really have one at the moment as well, huh? Let me think about that, actually. Well, I haven't done it in a while, but I know what kept my attention for a long period of time was Melon. I was playing that tower defense game that I streamed maybe twice, I think. And I got really invested in that for a while. I don't think I ever actually beat that completely. But I enjoyed leveling the characters and getting the units stronger and stuff. So honestly, for me, it was Mario Picross for a bit. Now it's falling off slowly. Mario Picross is really fun. Because it's both picture making and math at the same time, I guess. Trying to figure out what goes where without making too many penalties. I did like that for a bit, yeah. And there are so many Picross games. There were a lot of them for the Super Nintendo, and there were a lot of them for the 3DS as well. Picross basically became like Tetris, where it was on everything, I guess. Or there was a lot of it, I guess. Because it's very easy to make a bunch of picture maps and then, I guess, make the math for it, right? I got good at it, but some of the special levels were just unreal difficulty for me. Yeah, whenever you have a lot of maps that just have a bunch of ones on them, it can be really, scary for the most part. Or like you have a 15 by 15 and most of the numbers are less than 6. So it's hard to find the absolutes for those from the start. Yeah, it's like 2, 3 or something. Yeah. You have a bunch of them that are like 2, 3. 2, 3, 3. Then you have like the single ones all over the place. And you might have that one 213. And that's the one that you gun for. Since it's an absolute. And then you can go from there for the most part. I do like puzzle games a lot. I don't know if I have one that I'm really good at. I never learned how to play Minesweeper or Battleship. So those games are really difficult for me. It's the best day ever when it's a big boy number that covers most of the row or column, yeah. Or if it's like symmetrical. So you have like that 213 on the left and the right, or top and bottom. Or something like that. Oh yeah, left and right, I guess. On the corners. Because that sets the rest of it. It's like finding the corner piece for puzzles. I had a short Minesweeper phase. Learning it at first is a little tough. Yeah, I don't get it. I never understood it. Like, I don't know how the number can determine the bombs around them or the safe zones around them and stuff like that. I guess the closest to that for me would be Voltorb Flip with Pokemon Heart Gold Soul Silver, which ironically became more addicting than actual gambling games. I don't know. It's very interesting how that works, I guess. So I guess I could say that Voltorb Flip was an interesting fascination for me for a while, or a over fixation for me for a bit. I feel like I could play that for hours, even if I don't get very far. Just trying to figure it out is fun to me. So the way it works is like, the number determines how many bombs are next to it, be it up, down, left, right, and diagonal. So the higher the number, the scarier then, right? Yes, okay. I guess I always thought backwards. Because I was thinking, oh, bigger number means I'm on the right track, maybe. Or I guess since it's a bigger number, don't go near it. 1882. 1882. And I'm sure there are streamers out there who are really good at Minesweeper and do Minesweeper streams as well. Every game that exists, there's a streamer out there who plays it or does it competitively, I'm sure. Which is interesting. And probably very interesting to watch as well. I guess there's something just really nice about watching someone be passionate about a game or a puzzle or something, and it feels like that they're doing really well. Or trying to figure it out with them, I guess, is very cool too. Oh. Strawberry, cherry, pickle bone, strawberry, cherry, pickle bone. I still need to play Mario 3, huh? Maybe I'll do that close to the end of the year. I just haven't done it. Then I have to determine which one that I would play, actually. I played the NES version. I played both the English and the Japanese version. I played All Stars. I played Game Boy Advance. They all have their quirks for the most part. And it still captures the spirit of Mario 3 regardless, so... I don't know which one I'll try though. Oh. Cherry. It's just one of those Mario games that never really got revisited. It always got ported, but it never got revisited. I guess you could argue 3D Land, but that's specifically for Tanuki. But I don't know. I do like the power-ups a lot. But I guess technically the frog suit did get replaced with the penguin suit, so... And the penguin suit I would say is better. We also haven't seen Shell Mario in a while either. Blue Shell Mario. That's a pretty nice power-up actually. But I also like that Mario was a Tanuki in 3D Land, and then Luigi was a fox. And I thought that was really cool too. Spin! Yeah. I remember playing a lot out of New Super Mario Brothers. DS. It may not look the best, considering that it was made specifically for DS, but it was very fun. I'd say that I enjoy the Wii version the most from the new series. However, New Super Mario 2 is actually really good. The ones that they released on 3DS were just really good. They controlled it really well. I like them a lot, actually. Cherry, strawberry, cherry, strawberry. Oh. My favorite is soup too, but I will say it was easy. Yeah, it was easy. You would have never guessed that Soup 2 would be really good. Because it's literally coin game without Wario, which is kind of a crime in a way. Oh. Oh. Okay. Nice. Oh. Cherry, strawberry, decapone, strawberry. Okay. Cherry, strawberry, strawberry, strawberry. It's been a bit since Wario did anything money related aside from making video games. Yeah, that's true. I guess the last one was it Wario Land? Wait, what was it called? Wario World? For GameCube maybe? I think. That's a game I never played. Oh. Wario World? Okay. It's like the only of its kind, isn't it? Yeah, I've never played that one. I can only assume it's a very, very expensive title as well nowadays, right? Wonder if they would ever release that on Switch NSO. Strawberry, cherry. Ah, 1896. I want to do one more. Just one more. Restart. It's really weird though, because Wario is supposed to be evil Mario, but for some reason, I feel like Wario is a character that's really difficult for me to hate. I don't know how to explain it. It feels like he became an anti-hero, but not necessarily evil. Unless you count Smash Brothers Brawl story. Other than that, it doesn't really feel like Wario was like evil. I don't know. Weird. Yeah, Wario's very funny and charismatic now, yeah. Like, in the beginning he was kind of funny, quirky as well when he was first introduced. Well, I say first introduced, but more like in Super Mario Land 2? Like, he was goofy looking and, you know, he stole Mario's castle, who, you know, which was apparently not real. I'm not sure. It's weird. Who knew that Mario had a castle to begin with? But yeah, I don't know. You stole the words out of my mouth. All of them? I don't know. Wario, I really like Wario. Feels weird. I know it feels really weird to say. But they didn't make him to be a super gross character. You'd think that they would? Sure, you know, flatulence and stuff, whatever. Onions, you know, bad breath. Sure. Yes, I had to delete my whole paragraph. You could have still said it. I wasn't going to stop you. I would have just read it out loud. But then that became a spin-off. He then became his own thing. A lot of properties became their own thing, branching off of Mario, even though Mario technically branched off of Donkey Kong, right? Or was it vice versa? Donkey Kong was the game, and then Mario Jumpman was a thing, but then they both split. And then Donkey Kong games became Donkey Kong, like Junior, and then Country. And then Mario became its own thing, like Mario Brothers and then Super Mario Brothers. And then characters within those games became their own properties, like Yoshi and why am I drawing a blank now? Oh yeah, it was Yoshi and Donkey Kong and other characters that for some reason I can't think of. And Peach got 2 games to herself, so that's pretty cool. I do think that's a cool concept though. Characters basically getting their own series. Cause Luigi even got his own series with the mansion. Zelda got her own game, technically. Technically, I guess 2 of them, in a way. Daisy and Waluigi still waiting. Yeah, Daisy and Waluigi are sports bound. They're just like competition, I think. I feel like Waluigi is more evil than Wario, actually. He's eviler than Wario. For sure. More dastardly. To be fair, he was based off of like 2 different characters. One of Doronjo's cronies from the Tatsunoko series, or the Yatterman series, and what is his name? Dastardly or something like that from Wacky Races, I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm making things up, but I feel like that's what the character was based off of. But he definitely feels eviler than Wario, which works, like name-wise, because Wadui does mean bad. Like with Mario, you just take the M and you flip it upside down. The concept is still there though with like Wadui. Wadui meaning like bad. But Waluigi, right? Waluigi, Waluigi. It works really well in that regard. As Waluigi said in Mario Tennis, take this, Mr. Eyeballs, and then he drew over Luigi's face. So I guess in a way, Waluigi's kind of like Aaron Ryan from Punch Out then, right? A troublemaker. In a way. I guess. Yeah. It's really funny how invested we get into the personalities of characters in games, huh? True, but Wario immediately did the same to Mario's face too? Ah, I see. Was this original Mario Tennis? I think that was the game with the most voice acting anyway, right? So that game's hard. Mario Tennis 64 is very unbalanced and unfair. Speaking of, I should probably get that tennis game that's supposed to come out for the Switch. I was kind of intrigued by it a little bit. I don't remember which one it was. Maybe GameCube, Wii, one of those. Okay. Fair enough. I grew up playing 64. I don't remember if I played the Wii one. I think I played the GameCube one. I didn't play Aces. So I don't know. Huh. Decapon. Cherry. Decapon, cherry. Persimmon. I played the one on 3DS and loved it, but it wasn't my copy. Was that Aces, I think? Or was it something Tour? I'm not sure. It looked really good. But I never played it. Oh. Cherry, persimmon, strawberry. I don't remember, but I loved it. And that's all that matters. Games are meant to be enjoyable and fun, so. The goal was achieved. For both the player and the consumer. So it seems. Melon. Cherry, strawberry, decapon. Okay. Nice. Grape. Strawberry. Yep. 1922. Or 23 rather. Melon reaching the sky. Yeah. 1923. This was pretty fun today. Thank you everyone for stopping by today. I really appreciate it. Thanks for listening to my ramblings, I guess. 見てくれてありがとう。来てくれてありがとう。I hope everyone has a wonderful week. US, I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday. And whatnot. I hope you cherish your friends and family and stuff. The ones who are at least really positive and whatnot and supportive. Don't overindulge too much, because more than likely you will regret it. Just take everything in stride, but just enjoy everything that you possibly can. Stay tuned for more videos, either at the end of the week or the beginning of next week. But until then, I'm meloncollieflaur, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye bye. Oh, it's Melon.